Hello, welcome. Hi. How are you, grade 4s? Are you fantastic? I hope that you are doing very well. I am very good. G-O-O-D, good. So, what have you been up to? What do you do in your free time? Okay, don't forget to always wear your mask, wash your hands, keep social distancing, okay? And I hope to see you very soon. So, welcome to Science, okay? I'm so excited to be here one more time, okay? I hope that you are able to do your homework. Were you able to do your homework? Okay, so we are going to look at it one by one. Are you ready? Okay, good. So welcome to Science class, grade 4s, and my name is Teacher Seda, S-E-D-A. So welcome. Okay, so let's do a review on what we did last time. We talked about our digestive system. Can you remember? Digestive system, which help us to break down the food that we eat. Remember, we also talked about our skeletal system, which gives our body its shape, and our muscular system, which help us to move. But let's talk about digestive system. Now, it helps us to break down, it breaks down the food that we eat. Okay, so what are the parts of our digestive system? We have the mouth or esophagus, liver, stomach, pancreas, large intestine, small intestine, and the anus. So these are the parts of our digestive system, and it helps us to break down the food we eat into smaller particles, okay? That when it's broken down, then our body is able to absorb all the nutrients, and remember, food gives us what? It gives us energy. It gives us energy. Okay. So I gave you some work to do. Self-check, page 15, yeah? And our bones and joints make up the what? So remember, we've talked about 3 systems. We talked about skeletal system, muscular system, and digestive system. And now the self-check is all about these systems, okay? And how do we take care of the systems? So number 1 says our bones and joints make up so number 1 is the skeleton. So number 1 is skeleton. Now, do as we always do with our self-check. So I need you to check, okay? Just put a small tick, and then you will put your signature and write the date, okay, at the bottom of the page. So number 1, our bones and joints make up number 1 is skeleton. Number 2, our skeleton gives our body its shape. So number 2 is shape. Number 3, a dash is a place where 2 bones meet. Like here. Where 2 bones meet, we call it a joint. Good. A joint allow us to move. Joints allow us to move. Number 5, muscles work in pairs. When one muscle contracts, the other one relaxes. Number 6, we care for our skeletal and muscular system by having a balanced diet. So you eat a balanced diet. Then number 7, our digestive system breaks down food down into what? Simpler or simple substances, okay, or smaller particles. And then so that our body can use them. Number 8, our teeth chews food, and the dash help to digest food slightly. So our saliva, namlai, saliva. Okay, our dash transport food from the mouth to the stomach. Our gullet, okay, it transport food. And then our dash intestine completes the food digestion. So our small intestine, okay. Then number 10 is digestive juices. Number 12, our large intestine removes water from the undigested food, the large intestine. Number 13, our large passes waste out of the body, the anus or the anus. And then number 14, we have fruits and vegetables. We must eat more fruits and vegetables. Don't forget that. They are good for digestion. And then food that is dash or not dash. So the food that is uncooked is not eaten should be stored. Okay, so that food that has not been cooked and you've not used it, you need to store them in the refrigerator so that they don't go bad. And then number 17, when handling food, we must keep our hands clean, okay? And then we have cover, expired, wash, and cook. So these are the answers for your self-check. So did you get all of it correct? If you did, bravo. Okay, so make sure that you put a small tick, okay? Just a small tick like we used to do before. And write the date and your signature. And then in your activity book, okay, page 6 and 10, we are told to do an experiment about bread and biscuit, okay, bread. So when you put it in your mouth, you put the bread in your mouth and then you chew it. This is how it looks like, okay? And then biscuit too, when you put biscuit in your mouth, this is a biscuit, and then you chew it. This is how it looks like. Okay, so in your activity book, still on page 6 and page 6. Now, when you chew the food or you chew the bread, what will be the appearance before chewing? So the appearance will be soft, okay? It is soft. The bread is soft. And then when you chew it, look at the way it's chewing. When you chew it, it will be soggy and watery. Soggy and watery. It will be soggy and watery. And then biscuit, what will happen? Oh, before chewing, it is dry and hard. Dry and hard. Let me show you how. See, biscuit is dry and hard, but bread is soft. So when you chew it, it becomes soggy and watery. This one becomes soggy and watery too. So remember, bread is soft, biscuit is hard. Okay, so what is the appearance of the biscuit when you finish, or when you finish chewing? It will be soggy and watery. Soggy and watery. Okay, so next on page 7, activity book, question number 1. Is it important to keep the different pieces of food the same size? Why is it so? Yes, okay, so it is important. This is to ensure a fair taste, okay? You need to keep them small, so all the same size. This one here, so you will write the answer here. Number 2, the different pieces of food change in one way after they were put in your mouth. Describe this change and name the substance in your mouth that has caused food to change. So, when you put the food in your mouth, what will happen? Okay, remember, you use your tongue, okay, and your tongue is also connected to your brain and your eyes. So you see the bread and then it will send the message to your brain, and then your head will send the message to your mouth, and it will you'll have saliva in your mouth, saliva, and this one will help to break down the food. So they become softer due to our saliva. So the saliva in your mouth make food to be soft. So this is number 2. Next, our next, sorry, yeah, slow. Okay, so next what we have, activity book, still on page 7, we have conclusion. So dash in my mouth helps to make the food dash. So what is in your mouth? What is in your mouth? In your mouth you have what? Saliva. So saliva in my mouth helps to make the food softer, okay? It helps to make the food softer. And my teeth, what does it do? It will chew and chop the food up into smaller pieces. So let's read together. Saliva in my mouth helps to make the food softer. My mouth chew and chop the food up into small pieces so that I can swallow it easily. Swallow. Clean. Okay. You can swallow it easily. Now, still on page 7 activity book, we have an extension. So, the bread that we eat enters our digestive system through our mouth. So, when you eat, you put it first in your mouth and it's passed out of our body through our anus, right? So, list the other parts of our digestive system according to the order that the bread passed through. So, where did the bread pass through? So the bread passed through from your mouth, it passed through the gullet, the stomach, small intestine, and then the large intestine to your anus or anus. Okay. Number 2, where is digestion completed in our digestive system? So where is the digestion completed? The digestion is completed in the small intestine. Okay. It's completed in the small intestine. Okay, so next in activity book page 8, we have this diagram here. So I need you to name the parts, okay? You look at it and then you name the parts of the digestive system, okay? We have anus, we have large intestine, small intestine, gullet, mouth, and then the stomach. So you will write which part, okay? I've given you one part. So the rest you do it by yourself. I've given you actually 2, so the other ones you write them by yourself. Okay, and then for activity book page 9 and 10, here we have crossword, and then here are the clues. So what you need to do, okay? So microorganisms are the main cause of this food stored in refrigerator. So they contaminate, okay? We say contamination. So number 1 is contamination, right? Going down. Now, we must remember to dash our hands. What do you need to do to your hands? You need to wash your hands, okay? Don't forget to wash your hands. And then we must not dash our cookery on utensils. So what do you need to do? To share, like things like spoon and stuff, okay? And then when you're eating, and then expired food must not be consumed, so do not eat food that has expired. Then food should not be left on the table uncovered. You need always to cover your food, okay, so that flies don't hover around it. Then uncooked, our digestive system will be upset, or we have stomach problem when we eat uncooked food or raw food. Then the kind of food we need to eat, ensure that digestive system is healthy. We need to eat clean food. Clean food. So all these answers, all these clues, make sure that you write them, and then you need to transfer them here. So on this side, you have to write them in capital letters. So number 1 is contamination, contamination, contamination. So you write them in capital letters. Here they are in small letters. So you write them here in capital letters. And then here you're told, circle the food that are stored incorrectly in the picture below. So which one are stored incorrectly? The ones that are not in the correct compartment. Here we have this one here. So you circle that. The chicken should be in the freezer because it's raw. And I think these are some food also should not be stored here. So you need to circle those. They have been kept in a wrong place. Okay, so we've come to the end of our review and our homework review, and I hope that you done everything correctly. So I hope to see you again next time. Take good care of yourself, and goodbye.